Ladies and gentlemen, up next, you're going to love this speaker, Pamela Pine. Dr. Pamela Pine is going to be talking about child sexual abuse. How to clear a cocktail party in 5 minutes or less. Please welcome to the program, Dr. Pamela Pine.
Welcome to talking about child sexual abuse, how to clear a cocktail party in 5 minutes. I can do that. It's my superpower. My sister often said about me, God help the person who sits next to her on an airplane. 1 out of 4 girls and more than 1 out of 6 boys is sexually molested by the time they're 18 years old. This translates into more than 55 million adult survivors of child sexual abuse in the United States. That translates into psychological problems, physical and ongoing physical problems, sociological problems, and economic problems. The lifetime economic burden of child sexual abuse in the United States in 2015 was more than $9.3 billion. I want to first start with a story, or tell you the story, about someone who became a friend who was a colleague. His name is Ray. He grew up in Samoa. At the age of 6 years old, his family moved from Samoa to New Zealand. They were looking for a better life. They were looking for more money and more comfort. And so they arrived in New Zealand, and they came together and they pooled their money and they bought a house. And a whole bunch of people arrived and lived in that house. His parents were often gone during the day. It also meant that there were strangers coming and going in their house all the time. And what that translated into was the sexual abuse on multiple occasions of Ray. Ray turned into a very big, very angry young man. He got into fights, he got into gangs, he got kicked out of school. But one day, someone noticed that both he was angry, but a really good rugby player. Ray is 6'6" and about twice my width. We make a great mutton Jeff when we're presented. And they said to Ray, we'd like to invite you to be a part of our international rugby team. And we will pay to hurt people. So along went Ray, and he did really, really well. And he came back, and what he really wanted to do, though, was help other people like him. So he joined the police force, and he started working with gangs, and he started working with very angry young men. And he did it very, very successfully. And then he went on to become an entrepreneur, and he worked very hard to reach his community, Samoans and other Pacific Islanders in particular, with information about all kinds of social issues, child sexual abuse as well as other issues as well. He really made a difference, and what I want you to know is a few things. I want you to know that CSA, child sexual abuse, can be prevented. And it's people talking about it that can prevent it. If Ray's parents had known what to look for, maybe he would have never been in the position that he was in. If the person that approached him helped him. And so I want you also to know that child sexual abuse can be treated focusing on the right people, the right kids, with the right message. I also want you to know that the overall societal damage can be stopped by attending to the organization systems and policies that currently do not address the problems. We can do this just like we did for HIV/AIDS and just like we did for breast cancer, which were both taboo subjects at the time. You can be a part of the solution, learn a little bit, learn a lot. Take it to your family, take it to your friends, Take it to your places of business, but take it, learn a little bit, and start talking. We can make a difference on this issue. And you might start with this book, written by 23 international survivors of child sexual abuse. Stop the Silence, Thriving After Child Sexual Abuse, available on Amazon. Thank you very much for your time. You can get a hold of me at Pamela P at ivatcenters.org, and you can learn more about our work at ivatcenters.org/stop-the-silence. Pamela Pine, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.